Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Drux Malan from Meridian Realty, and today I want to chat to you about a problem that has become more and more prevalent over the last few years. Picture the scenario: you've sold your house, the transfer is in the process, and then you've got to get a levy clearance certificate from the Homeowners Association. Part of the process is that the review architect and his team go out and they inspect your house from the outside. They have a plan in hand, and they compare that and sign it off, and then you can get your levy clearance certificate. But now there's a problem, because there's something on your house that's not on the plans, or something is missing. What then? Now you have a problem, and it causes delays because everything has to be on the plan. The other scenario is there is maybe no plan at the admin office of the Belgian Homeowners Association. Then you have to go to the municipality, and things being what they are in South Africa, sometimes the plan is even missing there, and that creates a problem. So before you sell your house, if you're not sure whether you have plans on file, it's a good practice to just check that you do. You can phone the Belgian admin office at 021 854 5450. Or you can also email them at admin@belgian.co.za. and just inquire whether they have a municipal approved plan on file. If they don't, then you will have to go to the municipality. Where is that? You go to building plans. It's in Plain Street. The entrance is wedged right between the town hall and the public library. And you take a proof of ownership, like a municipal bill, as well as your ID book, and then they should furnish you with a copy of a plan. And then you can just make a copy of that and send that to the Belgian admin office. Now let's say, for instance, a plan is missing, or that you want to do an alteration on your house and you want to add that alteration to the plan. First thing, you have to get an architect to draw up plans. And it's a good idea to get an architect that is familiar with Belgian. If you don't know who, you can give me a call or an email, and I will send you the details. And then they can go ahead and draw up a plan. Where do you get the architectural directives and building plan procedures? You go to the website www.belgian.co.za. On the top there is a drop down menu. You go to for residents, then you have another link that says documents, and there you'll find a PDF document with the architectural guidelines that you can download. Now once your architect has completed the plans or the alterations, then it goes to the review architect of Belgian. It's a gentleman by the name of Francois Malan, no relation to me. And he then has 2 weeks to respond to that. There's a fee of R1,000 payable. And if there is nothing out of the ordinary, he will send it back to the admin office. Now if there is a deviation, he will motivate whether to approve it or not approve it, and then there's an appeal process. What would you have a deviation for? For example, on the guidelines, it says in certain areas that air conditioners may not be visible from the street side. As we know, in some streets there's zero building lines, so all the houses' walls are right next to each other, with no space in between, and there's a street at the front and a street at the back. So that would be a deviation. Obviously, it's not possible to hide an air conditioner if that's what the street looks like. So that would be a deviation. If it goes to the admin office and there's no deviations, then the estate manager will sign it off and inform you, and then you can come and collect a copy of that plan, and you have to go to a municipality. Once you are at the municipality, it has to be handed in at building plans. Now there is a cost involved of R520 for the first 25 square meters. Now 25 square meters is about roughly just more than a single garage, and if you exceed that, then there's a tariff per square meter that works on a sliding scale, and it changes from time to time, so it's best to speak directly to building plans. They have about 30 days to approve your plans, and then you've got your plans approved. There's a copy at the admin office and a copy at the municipality. So as you can see, that is something that you really want to sort out before you put your property on the market, because once you've sold it and there's a missing plan, or if you've done alterations and it hasn't been according to plan, or there are no plans for the alterations, or if something is on the plans but now it's no longer on the house, For example, I had a case where in a certain spot in Laophorn you have to have a pergola to the entrance of your garage, and that pergola just had 2 beams. The guidelines stated there should be 5 cross beams, and there were no cross beams, so the plans were not signed off. It delayed transfer because there were a few public holidays, and we had to get a handyman in to put those cross beams up. So it's best to ensure that all these things are in place before you enter the market. If you are unsure, contact the admin office. I've told you the contact details. Or if you want to check at the municipality and you don't stay in Stellenbosch, you need somebody to do it for you, you're welcome to contact me. I'll need a letter of authority from you, as well as a proof of ownership and your ID, and then I can go and check whether there is a plan on your behalf. So that's it. Please don't delay your transfers. It can be costly. Make sure that your building plans are in order, and make sure that if you do an alteration, that you do it the right way and you do it according to plan. That's it for today. Hope to see you soon.